Hey guys, X here, and today I'm bringing you another deck profile. Yes, this time it's me, not my friends. So yeah, as you can see, today's deck profile is going to be on Gurguit, which I haven't done one in like a year. Yeah, well, I don't think it's actually been a year. I think it's like a few months. But YouTube says it's a year. It took a long time because obviously I was testing with the new support, and I didn't get a chance to do a deck profile when the new Grade 3 Gurguit came out. Long story short, I let my friend borrow some of the Gurguit pieces for his Gurguit deck to play at regionals, and someone stole his deck, so I end up losing a lot of my Gurguit pieces when the deck got stolen. So I literally had to buy a new Gurguit deck, because the person I lent the cards to was just a kid, so I felt bad for him. So I ended up buying a new Gurguit deck for him, just for him to play still. But yeah, enough of me rambling. Let's just start it. Starting Vanguard, Coel. That hasn't changed. He's a really good starter for Gurguit, or the Unite deck in general. Just, there's no other starter for Gurguit, I don't think. I'm pretty sure someone's going to correct me, like, oh, this one could be a good starter for Gurguit. But Coel is like the starter you use for Gurguit. So yeah. Grade 3s. 3 of the old Gurguit. Not old, this is the new Gurguit. Second takes, I swear. The new Gurguit, only have 3 because that's all I can get for now. So it has Unite. Unite GB2, all of your rear guards get intercept, and then during the battle that Gurguit's getting attacked, you can intercept from the back row. Pretty nice, though you are losing out cards on your field because of that, because you're trying to guard attacks. But yeah, being defensive like the old Gurguit, instead of calling from deck, you just use the resources you have on your field. So yeah, and then his on-stride skill, when you GG in his strides, you can counterblast 1 and soul blast 1, check top 4 cards of your deck, call 1 to rearguard, shuffle your deck, and then if the one you called has the Unite ability, take the top card of your deck and call it as rest. It's pretty nice. Back then when I had the deck, before the support came out, I ran a lot of cards that use the Soul Blast, and you do kind of want to conserve Soul Blast because of the GR Gurguit. But now since you have Helios, you don't have to worry about the GR Gurguit that much now with the Soul Blast cost. But yeah, 3 because I can't get a 4th one because that's all I can get for now. Next, 2 of the old Gurguits. He's still a pretty good card to be on because of that, again, his GB2 skill to call from deck and guard, just actually like an extra resource. But yeah, it's up to your preference which kind of Gurguit you want to be on. Depends on, I guess, the matchup, because I find myself sometimes being on the old Gurguit, but I wish I had like an easier way to get Unite faster, or I'd be on the new Gurguit, but I'm like, oh man, the old Gurguit calling from deck would have been very helpful at that point of the match. So again, it's kind of up to your preference or how you think the match would go. They're both pretty good cards to be on, but you don't want to be on this guy right here. I ran 2 Militant Act Dragons. This is one of my tech cards against the Link Joker matchup. His skill is on Vanguard or Rearguard. When you GG in a stride, you can counterblast 1. You can put all your cards all the cards on other circle besides Vanguard to the bottom of the deck. If you put 1 or more back, you check top 3 cards. You call 2 to rearguard, and then put the last one to the bottom deck. Again, it's just, since because it targets the circle, not the cards itself, you can actually put away the lock cards, which is nice. Gives you somewhat of a way to kind of move around Link Joker. which like a lot of like rearguard line decks like die to unless they have like resist units. But yeah, so I run 2 just in case I run to that Link Joker matchup. So yeah, again, you actually don't want to be on him. He technically does have like a stride skill where you stride on top of him, but still, you kind of need that Gurguit. Gurguit does more. Grade 2s. 3 Salonius. New grade 2 that came out in set 13. He has Unite. If you're a grade 4 Vanguard with Gurguit, all your units just plus 2k. And it does stack if you have more copies of him. So if you have 2 of them, you get 4k. You have 6 of them, you get 6k. It's pretty nice. Helps buff up your field. Yeah, his other skill I don't really use much because it's kind of RNG. At the beginning of the guard step, when you're at the beginning of the guard step that your Vanguard with Gurguit is being attacked, you can put him to soul and then take the top 2 cards of your deck and call him to Guardian Circle. Again, it's pretty NRG because like you could easily top deck 2 grade 3s and get 0 shield. So yeah, obviously you run him for his Unite ability, not really the guard. Though it may, if you get lucky, it may come in handy. Next, I still run Marcia. Marcia's the, I think Maricia's the Neonectar card, but yeah, I still run 3 Marcia. Again, it's kind of with the resources I have. She has resist. That's all I can say. The resist helps against Link Joker or any kind of control deck. So yeah, and then putting the soul to get counter charge is nice if you feel like you're running low on the resources. And then I just run 2 Kinarius, double rare from set 10, Unite 4k, becomes a 13k attacker, and then on place you can discard a card, check top 3, call 1 anywhere to rearguard, and then bot deck the rest. Yeah. And I run 2 Perimore, 11k attacker on Unite, counterblast 1 place, check top 3, call a card to the same column as him, and then bot deck the rest. So yeah, I run both of each. I like him because you can call anywhere, but you do have to ditch a card, which kind of hurts your hand. Perimore is good because you can build a column easily, but again, you only are restricted to calling on the same column, which is but these guys do help like initiate ritual. This is not Shadow Paladin, this is Gold Paladin. I just saw the episode, so I'm kind of got Shadow Paladins on the mind, but helps you initiate Unite very quickly. So yeah, and then 2 Pwyll, because Pwyll's still a good card. Again, only 2 because that's all the resources I have. On attack, like on attack boosted, call 1, more attacks in. You have it behind Horsa, then that's more power to you. So yeah, pretty, like, all of them are pretty good cards to have. No more Kinarius, Helios, whatever that Glimmer Breath clone was. Don't run him anymore. Grade 1s, 4 Stride Fodders. It's kind of obvious. For Gerrie, you draw cards. That's nothing else to say. 2 Horsa. You could drop a Gerrie to add another Horsa. It's up to you. Like, it's basically Bruno, which is good. Stacking power, it's good. So yeah. And finally, another tech card against Link Joker for improved Falcons. Just a note, the PG skill only works. Works from hand, so you can't proc it from Gurguit's old Gurguit's GB2 skill or the G guards. So yeah, but it's the other skill that you also kind of run them for against Link Joker. If you have a copy of it in the drop zone, if you have 2 copies of it in the drop zone, bind one of them choose two cards on a circle, put them bottom of the deck, and then if you put back one, check top 3, call 1. Which is nice. Helps, yeah, again, put back cards because they target the circle. So yeah, but again, the PG skill only works from hand, so that's the only downside to running it. But if you're going up against Link Joker, you kind of need all the help you can get to try to at least play around it. Trigger lineup, obviously, for the Scarface Lion, the Gurguit crit, 4 Flame of Victories, because crit, and it's a crit with an effect. For Gerrie, Gerrie's good, counter charger, and then 4 of the new heal trigger. So this skill, I'm pretty sure all the clans will get this new heal trigger. But its skill is that when it's paid for a cost of a G Guardian, you choose it and another heal trigger, bind them, and then you can either counter charge or soul charge, which is nice. Gurguit does kind of eat up counterblast a bit, but you do have like you do have Gerrie and Marcia to counter charge. Soul charging is also not a problem. So yeah, if you don't want to run him, you can run like the old Buyer's Collection heal trigger, but still, it's your preference. Alright, on to G-Zone. First things first, for Helios. He's a really good card because his first skill on Unite, just by hitting Unite and persona flipping him, you get a quad check. Simple, easy, just like that. Quad check. First strike, quad check, you're good. His second skill is GB3. He gets 5k for every rear guard, and then your opponent can guard grade 1 to higher to Guardian Circle. So, glory skill and then power. Do note that it is a continuous skill, so if you do lose a rear guard, you do lose the 5k power. So yeah, just a heads up for people who don't know. But yeah, he's a really good card. I don't care if the skill is kind of lazy. It's like copy paste. It's so good, and like it's essentially free too. Just by hitting Unite and the persona flipping is free. You're getting quad check and a glory skill if you're GB3. So yeah, for sure for Helios, that's a given. Next up, I guess I'll play these two cards. I'll show these two cards at the same time. For Law Gurguit, and then I run 2 Glorious Rainings. The reason why I'm kind of showing these both off at the same time is because it's up to your preference. You can either run this way, 4 Law and 2 Glorious Raining, or you can go 2 Law and 4 Glorious Rainings. It's totally up to you. Both way works. It's just up to your preference. If you want to do like more multi-attacking, then you do 4 Glorious Rainings. But if you want like hitting for like bigger power, then Law Gurguit would be the way. Obviously, I'm going for the power. That's why I'm running for Law Gurguit. But Glorious Raining, on attack, Unite, counter +1, persona flip, send 2 rear guards to the bottom deck, check top 7, call for every card you have face up in your G zone, and then if you call 3 or more, counter soul charge. So it helps you, essentially helps you get multi-attacks in, for sure. At least 5 attacks, for sure. Law Gurguit on the other hand, which I didn't get talked too much because I didn't actually do a deck profile when he came out, helps you with like, it just helps you hit for like big power. As long as you have a lot of face-up Gurguit in your G zone. So his skill is counter +1, persona flip, and then discard a card from your hand, which is kind of but until end of turn he gets the skill that Unite. When he attacks, check top 7 cards, call 1 to rear guard circle, and then shuffle your deck. Again, so you can kind of multi-attack too, depending on what you call. Like if you call like Perimore or Kinarius, you can build another column again. If you can call Pwyll if you didn't use the booster yet, you can get another attack in, which is nice. So yeah, and then the secondary part to his skill is that all your rear guards has +2k for every face-up Gurguit on your G zone. which is pretty nice now because you have since you have Helios now. Personally, I have in my D zone I have 9 Gurguits. So if you can manage to flip up most of your Gurguits and then stride onto Law last and flip up the last copy, you'll be getting for 8. So you can get plus 16k to all your units, which is pretty hefty. So yeah, so I'm running like the power route, and then but if you feel like the multi-tax works for you better, then you can run 4 Glorious Rainings and 2 Law Gurguits. So yeah. Also, and then my 9th Gurguit, the GR Gurguit. Still a good card, because it also, again, buffs your field significantly. So yeah. G-Zone. 2 Slimy Flares. Easy, like so simple. Slimy Flare is pretty good. I suggest running it. 2 of the Forest Collection G-Guard, because easy 20k shield if you have 2 more units in your rear guard. And then finally, the Forest Collection one. So yeah. Easily, like, so I didn't even talk about her because she came out after GB10, right? Or around GB10. But yeah, skill, count plus 1, flip a G Guardian. When she's placed, you can check the top 2 cards of your deck, call 1 to Guardian Circle, and then at the end of battle, it gets, when the attack doesn't hit, you can move to Rear Guard Circle, and then put the last card to the bottom of the deck. So, with her, you can try to play luck. If you're against Link Joker and they lock all most of your units, you can try to play luck and try to get him onto to your Guardian Circle from her skill. So then you can move him to rear guard. So then he can actually see the stride happen when you stride, and then to proc his skill. So yeah, I almost was able to do that against Link Joker, but then I didn't have a straw fodder in hand, so that made me sad. But yeah, anyways, that is it for this deck profile, guys. Gurguit's fun, yeah. But yeah, if you like what you see, you can like, comment, like the video. If you like to voice your opinion on the deck, either like, oh no, this deck is shit, or you should be running this kind of lineup, feel free to write down in the comments. And yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Whoops. Bye.